This is Kodak Vision 3 500T. Believe it or not, this film stock was used in movies like Oppenheimer, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Shutter Island, and many other iconic films. This was originally made for movies, but over the years, it has earned quite a good reputation in photography as well. My very first two rolls of film were Kodak Vision 3 250D, and the results didn't sweep me away back then. So for a while, I only used film stocks specifically made for photography. With my wallet getting slimmer by the day due to rising film prices, I decided to give it another shot, but this time with higher ISO tungsten balanced version of it. So let the adventure begin. We began by heading to the nearby palace in our town to get some pictures there. For a while, I was trying to plan a trip because my photography desperately needs one. But judging by the subscriber count, you can clearly see why it's taking me a while to commit. So please consider subscribing, your support means a lot. The Kodak Vision 3 lineup was designed for motion picture, actual cinema, and it comes in 4 variants: 50D, 250D, 200T and 500T. I chose 500T for its versatility. ISO 500 should work well both in day and low light conditions. And its tungsten balance adds a blue cast to offset the warm tungsten lighting of nighttime filming. Yes, the higher ISO would require me to stop down my lens quite a bit in harsh daylight conditions, but if you're not taking portraits and such, where you need that wide open aperture for maximum bokeh, I think it's rather useful for street and landscape type photography because it lets you keep those higher shutter speed values to freeze action. Although not sure in which category my photography style falls into. Nothing groundbreaking yet. I guess I was just getting warmed up. Exactly what I was hoping for. 500T lends beautifully towards the bluish hue, which I really like. It can also be adjusted to one's liking in post. And for a 500 ISO film, the grain is quite minimal. Definitely prefer it over 250D personally. I was really feeling good about the photos I took that day and was already looking forward to heading out the next day to take a few more. There's a new lakeside park that opened after years at walking distance from my place, and it seemed like a good idea to finish a roll there. This place was closed for almost a decade. When I was in school, I used to come here to hang out. So there's a fair amount of nostalgia associated with this place. But looking at the sheer size of it, we definitely should have come a little earlier. Looking at this, I think this film stock should work well for portraits as well. Let me know if you'd like to see that. For a while, I was really feeling down as I couldn't plan for a trip, and I was running out of places to visit locally. So I was feeling quite uninspired to pick up the camera. I feel better being able to take some photos again. This concludes the walk for the day, and I should definitely visit this place again to cover the rest of it, and hopefully get a few more pictures in the process. These rolls were sourced from Lazy Film Lab. Not sponsored or affiliated with them. I bought these rolls with my own money. But I'll leave their Instagram in description. These last few pictures were taken at very low light conditions. Some of them were taken as low as 1/60th of a shutter speed. But most of them turned out to be quite well exposed, and some of them I was able to recover in post. So it has good latitude. So it should be usable for nighttime low light photography, and I plan to do exactly that in my next video. $500T turned out to be a pleasant surprise. Details are enough, it has got good latitude, and the colors are really nice. Overall, I can see myself using it as my go-to film stock for day-to-day photography. And it's easy on the pocket as well. I can get 2 respooled rolls at the price of 1 Kodak Gold 200 at this time. And the scans are really post-processing friendly, better than a lot of consumer film stocks. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to use it for portraits and for night photography as well. So if you love the look of this film and don't mind the bluish tonality and also want to edit your scans in post, I think this can easily replace a lot of expensive film stocks. It's clean and crisp and easy to get good results with if you can deal with the ECN2 development process. For me, this gives me more chances to go out, make mistakes, do more experiments, and still save some money in the process.